Hello, everybody. This is Nancy again from the playroom. Today is Wednesday, and I had a couple people ask me, why was this room called the playroom? Well, originally in 1935, this room with all this gorgeous dark woodwork, yeah, I know the door is off. The door's right here. But it has this great paneling and everything. Well, this was an office, and somebody's about to get in trouble. No, Gimli, don't do it. Don't do it. Go back the way you came. Get away from all those breakables and go back the way you came, young man. Keep going. Good boy. Go back the way you came. That wasn't quite it, but okay. Where is he? Here he comes. Gimli's exploring. He hasn't been in this room since we emptied all the stuff from Paul Philly Flipper's warehouse because it was tall enough that they could get into there. And Elrond and Aragorn did in one video, except Elrond was tiny enough that he didn't cause any plaster to fall, but Aragorn was too heavy. So the playroom is called this, even though in 1935 it was built as an office for, I think Sarah Wetherell's brother's name was Isaac. And this became the playroom because it was a spot at the back of the house. I mean, you could see how far away the front door is. At the back of the house, it was here. Mom put her sewing machine up. There's a buffet back behind that had its legs cut shorter, so it was easier for the kids to get in and out of it. And that is a massive old television cabinet with a screen no bigger than a fishbowl. And that stored board games. But all the games, the big Disney toy box was here underneath that window for years. And go on. And so it was a great spot to be able to store all the toys. Because remember, when they moved in, they had 5 children. 5 kids. And the oldest one when they moved in would have been 14. So there were a lot of toys and a lot of games. And it also gave Mom a place. Her sewing machine used to sit right here. And this became the playroom, because it's where all the toys were. It's where all the toys were all the way down until that happened. Now, a lot of the toys are either in my attic or in my sister's dry basement. So that is why it's called the playroom. Why I always refer to it as that. It's what I grew up with it being referred to as that. I was born I don't know, a year and almost, well, I was born the end of October. So yeah, I think it was a full 2 years they were here, because they moved in October 1st. Sarah Wetherell moved in October 1st. And I got the deed on October 1st. So how's that for synchronicity? So I'm still working on it. There's a lot of breakables over there that some of them are reserved for people who had wanted them. But I've now got to start. I'm finding fabric and scarves that I had knitted. And some of this got crud from the ceiling on it. Even working out here, I mean, I keep hearing stuff dripping. We took showers last night. This was the big setup. This rock board, this is not plasterboard. This is rock board. This crap is concrete with a cement sub-level that is unlike anything I have ever found in any house I have ever helped with. The third layer up, I don't know if you can see it. Oh, here, you can see it here, I think. So this is the quirks of old houses. So you can see the textured layer there. It's trying to focus on it. And then you see that concrete. It's cement. And then you see the old style plasterboard behind it. Like that whitish triangular chunk, that has already had the paper peel off of it. But going through that, honest to God, it's concrete. It's cement. It's just, it is unlike anything I have ever come across in any old house that I've ever worked on. And it's just a mess. But let me get this back. So it's still dripping. And that set of boards up there is still wet. But we did manage. We could not get nails into this stuff. Mike kept trying. Nails were bending rather than go into this wall. And if you whacked too hard, bits fell down from up there. So we finally, he used a staple gun and he got it into the edge of the woodwork on the edges of the windows. And then we duct taped that. And that's barely held up through the night. And so anything that from us getting showers has drained into there. And there's, I don't know how much water there is. I mean, I even taped it to the edge here. But there's definitely water down there. So it must be pretty bad. And then, of course, over there, and of course, Gimli went and knocked that on me. Don't let that go into the water, because these are too hard to find. But there's more water and bits of ceiling in there that I'll have to get to. But my back is revolting on me today. Yesterday, my heart decided to revolt on me. So I didn't get anything done there. But I have got all kinds of stuff. I've got a whole basket of stuff that's going to have to get washed because it's got grit. And then I'll have to see. Boy, when I start doing sales in September, there'll be some cool stuff, but not this. I collect these. And so now that I found that one, that should go in the kitchen. But I mean, here's a great big, I'm not even sure what this is. I think it's a great big curtain. I don't know what the black thing is. These scarves have grit on them. And this gorgeous fabric did not get wet, but it got covered with grit. So that's going to have to get washed. But I have to do, have I backed out all the way? There we go. So right now, I have to get all of this sorted out and under the table, because where it leaked, there was a beautiful wool carpet under there that, because it had a little damage, I didn't want to sell it, and it was by some maker up in New England, and I knew it was worth money. Well, now it's worth nothing. It's gotten so soaked with water, it's just channeled the water right on back. So I need to get that out of there before the floor warps any more than it already has. But honestly, I'm finding some amazing stuff. And then, whoops, sorry. I had stuff back here I didn't even remember that I had. I just took 2 plates that were uranium glass divided dishes, divided plates out to the kitchen and washed them. They're in a dish rack drying. But yeah, I keep finding stuff. I took a Goebel sea lion because I love the little Goebel animals, the wild animals. And I don't have many. But if I find them, I do pick up them. I think now I have 6. And so I took that upstairs, took some naproxen, rested my back for an hour. And now I'm back to it. But this is where things are right now. It may not look like much, but that is since the last video, but that's because yesterday my heart just said, you need to stop. I started getting racing heartbeat off and on, and I know that means I've just pushed it too far, so I just rested a lot yesterday. Took naps, but today, once I get this and that done, there's the open box books and then the box books on the floor. they have to get done, and then Mike's got to move these up to the attic so that I can get to that squished box and the other one. We went to Lowe's because I run out of tape. I couldn't find a thing like this. I only had enough to get one roll in one of those things that already have the stripper. And then I found this underneath the table over there. Hey, it's not like I won't use the tape. So that's good, though, that I found more tape. And I did pick up 2 boxes that are about the size of this one. And this one, while dusty and everything on the outside, that has gribbies in it. I need those gribbies. I need those packing peanuts. So, so that won't be hard to get rid of. But I'm to the point now, because like this box is kind of, I started filling it with books, but sitting on top of it now is all this stuff that, like these are my Black Cat candles, and I have to check because I don't think any of this stuff had sold. Oh, is that Hermione? Oh, it's Hermione and Ron. I wondered where they went. So now I know. So, but all that stuff's got to get washed and sorted out. So I'm going to have to wash stuff and then start a box where I just carefully pack it away, which is what this one's for. And because right now, unless it's something that had already sold, which I did find 2 things out here that were that. I know there's things up there that were that. But then it's got to get packed just for temporarily. It's got to get packed because I just don't have any room on the shelves. You want to see the stuff that I need to put on eBay? Let's go take a look. Go past the coat closet here. And you can only see one shelf, but I need, what's in that little box is what's listed on eBay. I've got all this stuff. I'm not selling the tree. That has to get, look, this is Mackinac Bridge. I've got to get all this stuff washed and listed. The bottom, the next down is the same way. It's just packed with stuff that I have to get listed. So, and there will be a book sale coming. There will be a book sale to you guys coming, because that's what I've started a pile. And I want to have that up and running by this weekend, so that hopefully the book sale will be up Saturday morning. That's the plan, to have the book sale go live Saturday morning for you guys, because it'll be a drop sale. And you just claim it in the comments of what one you want. But that's where things are right now. And I brought a roll of kitchen trash bags out, because if I were to pack all this fabric up into something that was an outdoor size trash bag, one, I run the risk of somebody taking it out to the trash, and 2, I would not be able to carry it down to the basement. So I'm going to get this fabric and that fabric and the scarves and probably this remnant, get all them into a bag for the wash. And oh, that's I know what that is. That's all breakables, but they didn't get wet or dirty. I may have to just tuck them in the box now, because odds are that white box, odds are the bottom of that box is just completely wet and a mess. I don't know how far back it goes, but the one that was in there was right next to a drip. So this one may not, down here, this bottom one may not be as bad, but I'm still plugging away at it. I honestly, between this today and trying to get these moved, and then I got to deal with all that. And yeah, just all this. I will probably be plugging away at this until, probably until Friday night, if not Saturday morning. I want to get that makeshift curtain down too. So that's got to go into the wash. But it is what it is. And just remember, for all of you that are working on your own piles of stuff at home, if you get depressed by it, if it feels overwhelming, just remember, it's not like Nancy's. Just remember this overstuffed house and go, well, you know, it's not as bad as hers. I can do this. And seriously, do what I do. I know my alarm is going to go off soon because it's almost 4 o'clock. And at 4 o'clock, I have to take a break and go for a walk around the block. I've found that it helps because my legs then get stretched out because I spend so much time just doing little steps back and forth back here, or I'm bending over and I'm stationary and my legs get really tired. And I feel better if I just take 10, 15 minutes and walk around the block. So I have my alarm set to do that at 4 o'clock every day. So it gives me it also gets me out of here, out of all this claustrophobia feeling, and it gets me outside into some fresh air, away from all the dust. And if that's what you need to do, it's okay. Give yourself permission to do it. You can't take care of your stuff if you're not taking care of yourself first. So please remember that. So I will see you when I see you. There will probably be an update on the room on Friday morning, and then, or sometime Friday, and then Saturday, look for that book sale to be dropped. Okay? And that's all crafting. I'm sure of it. I'm sure that's all fabric and crafting. And the center pile was supposedly all books, so we'll see how far back that water got. I don't think it went past this front row. But remember what I said. Take a deep breath. Know that it didn't get that way overnight. It's not going to get cleaned up overnight. But you can do it. And so can I. And I thank you all for the moral support. Some of you have sent me wonderful emails that just were such a boost to me. Because we all know that when you suffer from depression, sometimes things like this can really throw you down into that dark well of despair. And I got close. I got so close at one point. And I feel like I passed the test. You know, like Galadriel in Lord of the Rings when Frodo offers her the ring. But she passed the test. I had those feelings come over me. Mike was here with me. And he's like, it's okay. You know, so far, it's just, the structure seems sound. You're okay. Just breathe. And so he says, and think about how far you've already come with upstairs and with getting stuff out of down here. And he's right. And I kept thinking of what I have accomplished until those feelings passed. And it was so wonderful feeling when I realized that I did it. I'm not like curled up in a ball. You know, I'm okay. I've made it through that momentary drop into depression. We got this up, and if it happens to you, just keep remembering what you already have done, that this is just a little setback. You can handle it. You've already handled so much already. You'll be okay. And I will be okay. Okay? So, look for the drop sale Saturday, guys. If you want to join the journey of what happens when you inherit 3 estates from people who like to collect stuff, mostly craft stuff, sewing stuff, then by all means, join my channel, like, subscribe, and if you want, become a member. I do have memberships, and most memberships get all the memberships get most of these videos ahead of everybody else because I need time to upload it, and then I have to go on the computer and work on the description and all the special fine stuff. But there are videos that are just for the next level up, that are just for the fairy realm. And I owe you guys one soon. But, and fairy realm gets the any drop sales. You get them a day ahead of time. So, bets are on. What do you think? Fabric or craft? Fabric or craft? There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 6 here. How many do you think are fabric? How many do you think are craft? Bets are on. I'll see you sometime this weekend. Bye.